Hello, this is Richard Mortimer here, showing how to set up the easy OTO Pop. First thing I'll say about this is that really this has two functions, this little script. It's very simple, but A, it's unblockable. That's why I've called it the pop, so it's really a pop-up. And the second thing is that it only appears once, or at least you can set it to only appear once, and I'll show you how to do that. So this is great if you have got perhaps a website that's getting traffic but you're not getting conversions and you really want just a quick solution. Well, you can perhaps put a squeeze page over the main page and build your list that way, or you could offer the product for a lower price on the pop-up, and they got that offer once, and so you're compelling people to take action. That's the whole idea of this, is to increase conversions. So let's go ahead and see how we set this up. Okay, the first thing I've got NVU, and I've got two pages set up in here. Now the first thing to say about this, you notice it says warning there. Well, of course that's my squeeze page, but I want to give you a warning, and that is that if you open the script in NVU or standard kind of HTML editor, just like NVU or Composer it is now, then you're going to find that the PHP code will get wrecked, and then therefore the script won't work. So the first thing you want to do really when you download the script is actually make a copy of it and keep one copy, archived, so that you can get access to it, and then use the copy so that you've got an original version of the script that's not been damaged, because it is quite easy just to wreck it if you make a mistake opening it in an HTML editor like this. So what we've got to do is we've got to take the source code from here and put it into the script. Okay, so the first thing I want then is actually my background page. So that's the main page for your website, your standard page. So this would be your main offer at the normal price, and then the pop-up would be obviously the reduced price or the opt-in page or whatever you want to do. Okay, so I've got my main page. I've just basically put this page together very quickly, and I'm going to put it on actually the front page of one of my websites. So what we want to do is we want to go to source. Okay, now what you're looking for is, you see where it says there body. I'm just going to highlight over that. It says body there. Okay, you want all the content between that and the bottom body tag, which is down here. Okay, so basically what I do is I highlight not the body tags but everything inside the body tags. Okay, like that. Control C for copy. I quickly just close that down and open up the thing which I've opened this. This is a script that I've opened in WordPad. I find Notepad is a bit unreliable, and sometimes that does wreck code and messes around with it. So WordPad is much more stable, I find. So that's what I'm doing, editing here. Now your main page is to go here. Look, you see where it says body there? Right, so that's the top body tag already in place, and the bottom body tag is right at the bottom, as you would expect it to be, which is here. Okay, so what we want to do is this page, okay, goes in here where it says some body content. So you can just highlight that like this, look, okay, and then put Control V, and there you are. So now I've got that page, you see, starting there. There's the body, okay, and then there's the main page. Okay, you can see it ends just there because that PHP script is just there. We have to come back to that in a minute, because this is basically set to show, the script is set to show every time somebody goes to that site. I'll show you that in a minute or two. The reason for doing that is obviously because you want to test it and make sure you get everything correct. Okay, so that's the first thing. That's the background page, goes where it said some body content here. Okay, so just going to quickly save that. Just click on save. So I've just saved that. Okay, just gone up to the bottom, gone up to the top rather. Okay, that's okay. Now what we want is the code is actually going to go into the pop-up. Now what you'll notice is you scroll down. This is all the coding for the actual for working of the pop-up, and it says here, content of OTO Pop box. Okay. Now the first few lines you want, this is the basically the table for the actual box, so you need to leave that intact. Okay, and actually perhaps I ought to put some of these lines in the right place. So here is the that little X there, that's the little closing box, so you don't want that. Okay, but what you'll see is, okay, if I can just find the right place, see here is your where you put your interest pricking headline, so we basically put it in from there. Okay, so should looked at this before, shouldn't I? But please read carefully. Okay, so what we're looking at is from here, you see, the div, because you notice with that other bit of code, right, when you hadn't got the body, it started with a div. Okay, so that is just there. I'm just going to have to get back to my coder and just check this and set this up for you a bit. Right, so if you get a version that is like this, it goes from there. Okay, this is basically, if I just enter, look there, that's where it starts. Okay, so at the end of the box, see where it says no close no kill pop box, it's got the X. Okay, by the way, that's set to left there, which means that that little cross to close it is to the left. If you put right in those brackets there, it'll be on the right. The reason I put it on for the left is because everybody knows the click away is on the right, and I put it on the left. It's a little bit harder for people to find it. That's the reason. But obviously, some people would rather do it the other way around and make it easy for people to click away. So we're looking to replace between that bottom div there, the end, okay, and the top div, which is here. Okay, so it's after the closing X box to close the box away. Mind you, what happens when it's set up as an OTO and they close that, they hit that X and send the box away, it won't reappear. So it is a genuine OTO. That's the idea of this. And this bottom one here. Okay, so we're going to just so what I'll do is I'll just delete all that. Okay, because this is basically the standard code that comes in the actual pop-up itself. You've just got some standard code in there. Just get rid of all that. Okay, so we just delete that. Okay, there we are. So that's now gone. Right, now let's we're going to be putting it in here. Okay, so our code is going to go in there. So we go back to NVU. There we are, and basically go back to normal. And we want the pop-up scripts code. Okay, again, I've not looked at this, so what I'm really wanting is so what I'll do. One way you can do this is to put if you put, if I just type K's in there, I'll know where the bottom of that is. Okay, and see if I can spot the top, but should be the warning, and then there's all those boxes. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for there. Made it a bit complex with that box there. See, there you see, there's the K, KKKs I put in. Alright, so I want to go from that bottom div there. Okay, and the top, let's have a look. Okay, so you see we've got body, right, background colour div. Okay, line. So basically that's pretty straightforward. So all I do is just highlight all this. Okay, there's the those K's gone again. Just went through a little bit fast there, didn't I? Have I not gone far enough? Ah, yeah, I didn't go far enough. Okay, it's alright. It's going to do it too fast for me to spot them. There they are. Okay, so that's what I want. Sorry about that. Okay, so just copy that. So again, we just put NEVU down, and basically we just Control V. So I did Control C to copy from the code, and then I can just get rid of these K's because otherwise they'll show up. I don't want that. Okay, so just delete those, and that is the pop-up all set up. So all I've got to do now is save this and upload it to my website. Okay, so here's the file that I created on my desktop. There's my index. It needs to be index.php, which is what it comes as, just to make sure when you can save an index page as HTML, or .php, so they're all dots, .html or .php. But when you've got PHP code, as you have in this case, it needs to be PHP, just so you know that. Okay, so what we're going to do is just go to FileZilla. Okay, and basically we'll get to the desktop, which is here. And so we should find a nice little index file, which is there. Okay, and these are all my. See, I've basically made my old index into that there. I've changed it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just upload this. Upload, and it should just go straight in as index. Just a little tip there. I changed these to reflect, you know, like the history of the thing. So just see if that's gone in. What I can do, I can actually go and look at the site in a minute. I can't quite see it, but it's probably not just updating there. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll just go to the site. There it is. I'm just going to refresh that. There you are. You see. Now watch this. There comes the pop-up box. Okay. Now what you find with this pop-up box is it's set to full screen size, but what will happen is for some reason not showing my picture. I need to look into that. It's probably because of the where the images are stored. Not showing my picture, but that's just obviously a little thing to go through. But you see, all the code I copied is actually in there, and it's a working pop-up box. And now what happens is, if I click this away, okay, and refresh, it'll come back. There it goes. Can you see that? Maybe it's a little bit out of the camera shot actually. Just going to adjust that and show you just the camera and show you again that. Okay, what I'm going to do is just adjust the measurements on the. So what you do, go to here and open with WordPad. Okay, so that's okay. It's going to open with WordPad. Just checking that because this is a newer PC. I'm not used to this. I prefer what's the old software? Anyway, it's opening in WordPad. There we go. Now what you've got just before the content is the settings. So here's the top, left, width, height. So that's the maximum width, 790, which it might not be showing at the moment because of the width of the pop-up box code. So, but what you've got top here, you see. So I want to bring it down a little bit. So if I go to let's make it 60, and then I want it to be a lot more central, so I'm going to go 200 there. Okay, so quickly just save that. Okay, now I don't have to close. I can just reduce it down, and then what I do is basically go back here and with FTP is you have to go back, and it's alright if you've got a folder, you can just open the folder again, but if you've got a folder in a desktop like this, you try it again, it won't actually change it. So there we go, that's going to overwrite it. Not the best practice, but as I'm a bit short of time. Okay, so we'll basically click that away, refresh, and it should come in a different place now. There you are. You see, it's more to you. It's come a bit lower and a little bit more to you, and I could just adjust it a bit more so that it was actually right in the centre of where the camera is filming right now. But you can see how it works. basically. You just can't quite see the X to click away, but when I click it, that clicks that away there, and you've got the main side. At the moment, what's going to happen is every single time a visitor comes to it, it'll show like that. Okay, but now I'm going to show you how to set it as OTO. So what happens when somebody clicks it away like that, and they refresh, it won't show again. Okay, so at the moment it does. Bang. Okay, but we're going to just change it to, so just go back to that file again and show you what to do to make it OTO once we're happy. Alright, so here's the main page code. Alright, and here you see was that bit of code where that div is the last of the page, so that's where it used to say some body content here. So you need to remember where this is. And what you want to do is just take those the little star and the hash away, and the slash. Okay, so there's one there on that part of the thing where it says header location. Okay, the PHP at the bottom of the content page, and there's one right at the bottom of the page. So you just scroll right down. Okay, and then there's another one here. Look, just around that bracket. So what you do is just get rid of that, like that. Okay, it's quite straightforward. It's quite simple. As long as you're doing this in WordPad, you're not going to have a problem. Don't be frightened by this. Very, very simple. Okay, so now we just go back and get FileZilla open again, and then to do our little wrinkle where we go back just to make sure the file's updated, and find it. There it is. Okay, upload again, and if you put it in a folder, you wouldn't have to keep doing that, by the way, because the folder would mean it's updated. Okay, so now we go back to the page. Alright, and what will happen now is I'll click it away, and now it won't show. So I'm going to refresh. Okay, and then it's gone. So that is how to set up the OTO, easy OTO pop. Sorry, that's a little bit around the houses, but get the idea. It's really, really straightforward. Paste the code into the two parts on the script. Then basically, once you've got it working, just go and take out the star and the slash. There's two sets, one at the top, one at the bottom, and then you're ready to go. And that is set up. Thank you very much.